What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another review. Today is the 23rd of October. I didn't do a video yesterday, so I'm just doing it right now before I head off to work. So, no trades for me yesterday. Didn't get a chance to place any trades. However, the price action delivery was lovely. So, yesterday we had a strong sell off, nice sell off. We kind of run the highs on NQ for, we just swiped above the all time highs on the CFD, but on the future side of the market, see if I can find it, daily time frame. See, on the futures side, we didn't quite make it up there. So we're having some type of internal divergence going on right here because this didn't make it up there. But on the CFD side, we went above. So I don't know what's the what's the narrative behind that, but that is what happened. So same thing on this one, we didn't make it up there. This one we went above. So let me check US 30 on the future side and see if we make it. So yeah, on on US 30, we swiped above the high. So we clear the high and we're trending back down currently. So this is indeed correct on both price feed. So I just go and go over NAS. I didn't take any trades and anything at all. So I just go and go over NAS. So we sold off yesterday. Today's candle open inside of this daily fair value gap. We didn't close below here. Well, this is not that was US 30. So we tap inside of this order block here, close pretty much below this previous day's candle. So we basically run Monday's low, coming all the way down to here, and we kind of just back up in the PM session. So let me show you now on the 4 hour time frame. So we opened up, went up and dropped. So nice PO3 daily classic sell day, manipulated up, not far up, but we just dropped. So now on the 4 hour time frame, it was this right here. So we started right around here, consolidated until we came down, and it stabbed into this old new day opening gap. I don't remember which day this was from, but it's a new day opening gap as well as a fair value gap on the 4 hour time frame. That's what we sold right into. On the 1 hour time frame, this is what we look like. Sold all the way down, and as you can see, this is showing the trade history. Didn't take any trades, so the account is still at the same spot. So this is more refined. So you can see the gap that we came all the way into, and the sales that came in after is we went above the midnight open a little bit and then just melted all the way down. So The new day started right here, came down a bit, went back up, and then we just consolidated. I thought we would have went back for the highs, but we had already ran them from here. But because we're in an uptrend, I was still expecting bullish price action. So I thought we would have came back for the highs. So my bias was bullish. So I would have taken some buys with confirmation, but I didn't wake up for London and at work I couldn't place any trades. So this is now the 15 minutes time frame. 15 minutes time frame, and we're framing out this day. So the price action in between here and here. So using even the 15-minute time frame, you could see where we could capitalize on some trades. This was right at the New York Open, stock market open, and that is when we pushed up because we had ran the lows. I had these lows marked off.
Don't worry, I'll hold down the fort.
It's
6:16 a.m.
Hold on, let me pause this thing. Alright, we had opened up and immediately we came down and ran these lows. That was the overnight session lows as well as this previous day low here. So I would have bought and thinking that we would be going up, but we're still in a bit of a premium. When the 10 a.m. candle open, we just use that as manipulation and came all the way back down. So even if I was stopped out on these, I could have caught sells from here inside the 10 a.m. macro. I just using the 15-minute time frame. This would be one entry here, another entry here, another entry here, coming all the way down until we hit run below the lows of it would be Monday's lows, and then during the PM silver bullet I would have caught the buys. The buys were pretty nice too, and this is a pretty decent range from the highs, over 500 points from the top. New York session gave us over 400 points, so beautiful day to capitalize on. So what I see, I'm going to show you some entries on the lower time frame using the macros. So see, so right at 9:30 we kind of just came down hard when the New York open. So this, let me get this drawing tool here. So this was this, this was the previous day's low, this low here, and we didn't trade below it. We engineered all of this liquidity below here, and then now when New York finally opened, we ran it here. So when we ran it here, I would have been looking for the buys to come back to run this high and this high, and even this small one here. We just ran this small one, tapped into a little order block there or a fair value gap depending on the time frame that you're looking at, and then we just melted. So what I was thinking is that we were going to go up because I was watching the price and I just didn't have the focus to be able to take any of the trades. So we came down, below here went back up, and then as soon as the 10 a.m. candle open, so 9:50 to 10:10 macro, could have found an entry in here after we ran these highs, and we touched the midnight open or went close to it. That was one entry for the sells, and then on confirmation after we had this big drop, you could have gotten a next one at 10:50 to 11:10. So we came back into this fair value gap here, did a nice little retrace. You could have waited, and the macro would have provided a nice little buy opportunity right inside that, a sell opportunity rather, right inside of here, respecting this fair value gap here. You could have caught this sell coming all the way down. The next opportunity came in right perfect in the next macro, 11:50 to 12:10, right before lunchtime. We got our next sell, so we came back into this, and I would have to use this wick here. So we traded back into this wick and just melted. So all of these macros provided entry opportunities. So that one there, that one there. But this one we traded above it a little bit, but we didn't close above it. So all you'd have to do is wait for the confirmation that we're reversing, and you could sell here or even down here. Or on the lower time frame, on the 3 minute, you possibly could have gotten a bit earlier entry. So right there. So nice sell opportunity. So, and then now the confluence is that when you use the fib tool, reaches back about 50% of the range. So you're in premium price action, just above premium, reaches above equilibrium. So this retrace of this structure leg came back up right above discount. So this is in premium, right above equilibrium for the sell. And this one is the same thing as well. We came back up and just dropped. So let me move this fib tool, and like the funny thing is I'm just laughing because I'm just thinking the day when I'm not on the charts is the day when we get these clean price action. Here again, reaches nice above 50%. So came down nicely, retrace back here, and then now melt again. And that would be for the 11:50 to 12:10. So this would still be inside the 4 hour PO3. Then we had this drop off all the way down, and then an immediate rebalance of this long wick. So after we had run the previous day low, I would be expecting that type of a pullback. So let me go to the 15 minutes time frame and show you. So after rebalancing this, we had this wick came all the way back up, and we also tapped into this. This would be a bit of a order block right there. Tapped into that perfectly, and we just shot right back up. By then you would have been break even and everything, or you should have been break even. So nothing to worry about there. And this entry would have been a little bit too late. Maybe for a scalp, you would have been able to catch this part of the move, but you have to be careful in these price action. After running the lows, as this was the low, previous daily low right here inside the 110 to 140 macro, we still had a nice sell off. Then now we decided to switch to the buy program right as the opening of the 2 2 p.m. candle. So we inside this 150 to 210 macro, we came up above this last low here. We came back down and we in discount on this range and we retested this level. So this fair value gap, or you could use this all of this range as an order block. Tested that here. Nice entry for the buy right inside of here. Nice entry for the buy right inside of here to pretty much end the day. So your stops could have been below here for safety and targeting these highs. So we came all the way back up, and this is just a retracement scalp after running the daily low. And you just don't take it right after, you wait for price to show you that we're going to actually reverse. And this would be the beginning of the 4 hour candle for to end the day. So right around here, we got that entry and we run the lows here again, showing you, and I'm sure you can find some type of SMP there to retrace. But we didn't quite make it back to the top of the range, but the day would have ended there and I would have just closed. So I wasn't able to capture any of these moves, but it was still a good day, clean moves. But I will catch you guys on the next one. Today we already selling off, barely retrace back to maybe equilibrium of this range, but we haven't run any highs or any lows because this is the low of the day. So let us see what we get going into today's New York Open. Until the next one, guys, I'll catch you. Peace.